Hey everyone! Welcome back to the J&May English Podcast. I'm May.
And I'm Mr. J. It's great to be here with you, May.
Today, we are talking about something sweet, red, and maybe a little stressful, Valentine's Day.
It can be stressful, but if you listen until the very end, you'll learn the exact phrases to ask someone out and how to describe your relationship status without feeling awkward.
That is a huge benefit because I always get so nervous. By the end of this, you'll have the skills to handle any February 14th conversation like a pro.
Exactly. It's all about confidence. But before we start, if you want to level up your English every week, make sure to subscribe to the J&May English Podcast.
Yes, join our community. Now, Mr. J, when I think of Valentine's Day, I think of the word date. But is a date a person or an event?
It's both. You can say, he is my date, referring to the person, or I have a date at a restaurant, referring to the plan.
Oh, I see. So if I say my date was great, I could mean the dinner was good or the guy was nice.
Precisely. Context helps us understand. If you want to be very clear about the person, you might use the term significant other.
Significant other. That sounds a bit long. What does it mean?
It's a polite way to talk about a partner in a serious relationship. We use it to avoid saying boyfriend or girlfriend if we aren't sure how serious they are.
That's a useful trick. I usually just say my friend, but then people get confused.
Most learners fail here. They use friend for everyone. But on Valentine's Day, you need to be specific. If someone is just a friend, they are a Platonic friend.
Platonic, like the philosopher Plato?
Yes, it means a relationship that is friendly but not romantic. No kissing, no flowers, just hanging out.
Okay, so if I'm going out with my girlfriends for Valentine's Day, is there a word for that? I've heard people say galentines.
You've got it. Galentine's Day is a modern word. It combines gal, which is slang for a girl, and Valentine. It's celebrated on February 13th to honor friendships.
I love that. No stress, just chocolate with friends. But let's talk about the crush. Is a crush a person or a feeling?
It's both. You can have a crush on someone, which means you have a secret interest in them, or you can say, he is my crush.
So if I have a crush on someone, how do I tell them? Do I just say, I like you?
You could, but a more natural way to start is to ask someone out. That is a phrasal verb meaning to invite someone on a romantic date.
Ask someone out. Okay, I'll remember that. But what if they say no? That's my biggest fear.
Well, we say to get rejected. It's part of life. But here is a simple trick. Instead of a big, scary question, just ask, are you doing anything on Valentine's Day?
Oh, that's much softer. It's like I'm just curious, not asking for a wedding ring.
Exactly. It's a low-pressure way to see if they are single or taken.
Taken, like the movie?
Not quite. In this context, taken means the person is already in a relationship. They are not available.
Got it. So I should look for someone who is single and ready to mingle?
That's a very popular rhyme. It means you're single and excited to meet new people.
I love these phrases. So far, we have date, crush, significant other, and ask someone out. This is already so much better than my old textbook.
This part is vital because Valentine's Day isn't just about the words, it's about the actions. Before we move on, we should mention the secret admirer.
Ooh, that sounds mysterious. A secret admirer is someone who sends a card but doesn't sign their name, right?
You hit the nail on the head. It adds mystery. Some people love it, and some find it a bit scary.
I think it's romantic. Imagine getting a box of chocolates with a note that says, from a secret admirer. I would be so excited.
Well, let's hope you get one. But let's make sure we understand relationship status clearly. You mentioned single, but what if you are seeing someone?
Seeing someone? Does that just mean I'm looking at them with my eyes?
Not exactly. Seeing someone means you are dating them casually. You aren't official yet.
Official, like a government document?
In dating, official means you have both agreed to be a couple. You are now boyfriend and girlfriend. Before that, you are just seeing each other.
English has so many levels. It's like a video game. You start at crush, then seeing someone, and finally official.
That is a very good way to look at it. And Valentine's Day is usually the day when people decide to go official.
That sounds like a lot of pressure for one day. What if I just want to stay at home and eat pizza?
That's perfectly fine too. You can call that a solo Valentine's. There is no rule that says you must have a date.
Phew, that makes me feel better. But Mr. J, what if I want to tell someone I love them for the first time? Is there a special phrase?
People often use the phrase to confess your feelings. It sounds a bit serious, but it's very common. You can also say to let someone know how you feel.
Confess your feelings. I'll write that one down. It sounds like something from a drama.
It can be, but remember, the most important thing is to be sincere. That means you really mean what you say.
Sincere. Okay, so we've covered the people and the feelings. I'm ready to talk about the gifts and the actual plans for the day.
Well, that sounds like a perfect plan for the next part of our conversation.
So, Mr. J, we've talked about the people, but we haven't talked about the stuff. You know, the gifts. I see red boxes everywhere in the shops right now.
Ah, yes, the commercial side of Valentine's Day. The most common gift, by far, is a box of chocolates. But in English, we often call them sweets or confections if they are fancy.
I just call them delicious. But I've seen people getting huge bouquets of flowers. Is there a specific type of flower that is the Valentine's flower?
Red roses are the classic choice. They symbolize romantic love. If you give someone yellow roses, that usually symbolizes friendship.
Oh, that is a very important distinction. Imagine giving yellow roses to your crush by mistake. They would think you just want to be platonic friends forever.
Exactly. Simple trick for you. If you aren't sure, a mixed bouquet is always safe. It's a variety of different flowers.
Mixed bouquet. Got it. What about cards? I see people spending a long time picking out the perfect card.
We call those Valentines. It's funny because the card itself is called a Valentine. You can say, I sent her a Valentine.
Wait, so the card is a Valentine, the person you like is your Valentine, and the day is Valentine's Day? That's a lot of Valentines.
It is. It can be confusing for beginners. Just remember, will you be my Valentine is the traditional way to ask someone to spend the day with you.
Will you be my Valentine? That sounds so sweet. It's like asking someone to be your special person for just that day.
Precisely. Now let's talk about where people go. Usually, restaurants are fully booked. Do you know what that means?
Does it mean the restaurant has a lot of books?
Not quite. Fully booked or booked out means there are no more tables available. Every seat has been reserved in advance.
Ah, so you have to make a reservation weeks before February 14th.
Most learners fail here by waiting until the last minute. If you want a romantic dinner, you have to plan ahead. This part is vital because if you don't have a reservation, you might end up eating fast food.
Fast food on Valentine's Day? That would be a disaster. Unless, is there a term for a cheap date?
We don't usually say cheap because that sounds a bit negative. We might say low-key or budget-friendly. A low-key date might be a walk in the park or watching a movie at home.
I like low-key. It sounds relaxed. Let's have a low-key Valentine's Day. It sounds very natural.
It does. And speaking of movies, many people go to see a rom-com. Have you heard that term before?
I think so. Is it romantic comedy?
Spot on. It's a combination of a love story and funny moments. They're very popular in February.
I love rom-coms. They always have a happy ending. But what about people who are long distance? My friend's boyfriend lives in another country.
That's a long-distance relationship, or LDR for short. For them, Valentine's Day might involve a video call or sending a care package.
A care package? That sounds like something you send to someone who is sick.
It can be, but in a relationship, it's a box full of someone's favorite things, snacks, photos, maybe a small gift to show you are thinking of them.
That is so thoughtful. Even if you are far apart, you can still celebrate.
Exactly. To celebrate just means to mark a special occasion with an activity. You don't need a lot of money to celebrate.
That's true. Sometimes a handwritten note is better than an expensive gift.
I agree completely. In English, we call that thoughtful. If a gift shows you really know the person, it's a thoughtful gift.
Thoughtful. I want to be a thoughtful person. What if I want to give a gift to my parents? Is that weird?
Not at all. In many cultures, Valentine's Day is about all kinds of love. You can give a token of appreciation to anyone you care about.
A token of appreciation? That's a fancy phrase.
A token is just a small symbol or gift. It's a way of saying, thank you for being in my life.
I'm gonna use that. Mom, here is a token of appreciation for you. She'll be so impressed with my English.
She certainly will. But May, we have to talk about the fine dining experience too. Many couples choose this for Valentine's.
Fine dining. That means very expensive food and lots of forks, right?
Yes, exactly. It's a formal restaurant where the service is very high quality. Usually there's a set menu.
A set menu? Like I don't get to choose what I eat?
Often on holidays, restaurants have a fixed list of dishes for a fixed price. It makes it easier for the kitchen to serve many people at once.
Oh, that makes sense. But I hope there's always dessert on a Valentine's set menu.
There almost always is, usually something with strawberries or chocolate.
Yum. So we've got gifts, flowers, cards, and dinner. Is there anything else people do?
Some people like to go all out. This means they spend a lot of money and effort to make the day perfect.
Go all out. My brother did that last year. He rented a limousine.
Wow, that is definitely going all out. Most people are a bit more down to earth, meaning they keep things simple and realistic.
I think I prefer down to earth. It's less pressure.
I agree. But whether you go all out or stay down to earth, the vocabulary we're using helps you describe your plans to your friends the next day.
Oh, like when they ask, "How was your Valentine's Day?" I can say, "It was a low-key evening with a thoughtful gift."
Perfect. You're already using the words correctly.
I'm feeling much more prepared. But I have one more big question, Mr. J. What if someone pops the question on Valentine's Day?
Ah, to pop the question. That is a very specific idiom. Do you know what it means?
Does it mean ask a question very loudly?
Not quite. It's a very important phrase, and it's one of the most common things people talk about on this holiday.
To pop the question. Is it a marriage proposal? Like, will you marry me?
Spot on. To pop the question means to propose marriage. Since Valentine's Day is the most romantic day of the year, many people choose that moment to get down on one knee.
Wow, that is a huge step. If someone pops the question and the other person says yes, they're no longer just boyfriend and girlfriend, right?
Correct. They become engaged. And the person you are engaged to is called your fiancé for a man or fiancée for a woman.
Fiancé and fiancée, they sound like French words.
They are. English borrows many romantic words from French. It's very common to hear someone say, "Meet my fiancé."
This part is vital because you don't want to call someone a boyfriend if they just gave you a diamond ring.
Definitely not. That would be a bit of a social blunder or a mistake in social situations.
Okay, so we've covered the happy side of Valentine's, but Mr. J, what about people who are heartbroken?
That's a very real part of the holiday, too. Heartbroken means feeling very sad, usually because a romantic relationship has ended. We also say someone is going through a breakup.
A breakup. That sounds so sad. If my friend is going through a breakup on Valentine's Day, how can I help them?
You can be a shoulder to cry on. This is an idiom that means being a supportive listener for someone who's upset.
I like that. I'll be a shoulder to cry on. Can I also tell them there are plenty of fish in the sea? I heard that in a movie once.
Yes, that is a very common idiom. It means there are many other people in the world to date, so they shouldn't be too sad about one person.
Plenty of fish in the sea. It's a bit of a cliché, isn't it?
It is. A cliché is a phrase that is used so often it's not very original anymore. But sometimes clichés are true.
True. But let's get back to the positive vibes. We've learned so many words today. Let's do a quick recap for everyone listening.
Good idea. We started with date, which can be a person or an activity. Then we had significant other for a serious partner.
And we learned platonic friend for someone who is just a friend, and crush for someone you secretly like.
We also covered the action of asking someone out and the difference between being single and taken.
Don't forget seeing someone versus being official. That's the video game level up.
Exactly. Then we moved to gifts like mixed bouquets, Valentines, the cards, and thoughtful tokens of appreciation.
And we finished with pop the question for marriage proposals and engaged for the new status.
That is a lot of great vocabulary for one day. You've done a great job today, May.
Thanks, Mr. J. I feel much more confident now. I might even try to ask someone out, or maybe I'll just stick to Galentines and eat a lot of chocolate.
Either way, you have the English tools to talk about it. It's all about expressing your feelings clearly.
You're right. Before we go, we want to hear from you. What is your favorite way to spend Valentine's Day? Do you like a big fancy dinner or a low-key night at home?
Leave a comment below and tell us your plans. We love reading your stories.
Thanks for listening to the J&May English Podcast. See you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone.